So hi, welcome to the series of Spring Boot session. So in this video, we'll cover custom query topic in Spring Boot. So in the last project, we have covered basic CRUD operations with the help of Exchange JPA repository, and then we use ready-made methods from the JPA repository. But if I want to find out the employee details whose salary is greater than 50,000, or I want to delete the employee details based on designation and some other criteria also. So for such criteria, we don't have any ready-made methods. So we have to write down custom query. So Spring Data JPA provides multiple ways for customization. First approach is, okay, you can find out the records by property. Property, I mean this employee ID, name or designation or salary. For example, I want to find out the employee by name, right? So by name means what? I can have a return type as a list and employee, because name is not a primary key column, so I may get multiple records. So that's the reason I'm keeping the return type list employee. You can have any return type, whatever you want. Okay, now fixed word I have to type it find by, right? So it's a case sensitive, likewise you can consider that. Then what is my property inside the employee for the name? So name. Now this name either you can write down in small or capital letter, that doesn't matter. But we follow the camel case convention, so that's the reason find by name, right? And ultimately I have to pass one parameter, that is string name. Okay, so according to that, in a controller, so in my project, this controller layer is there, which is communicating with the service layer. Service layer is communicating with the DAO layer. Okay, so in a controller layer, I have already written additional REST method, employee by name, which is communicating with service layer. Okay, now from the service layer, I will call the same methods, return employee dot find by name. So let's execute this one. Yeah, so server is started successfully. Then on a postman, so in my database already records are there. Let me show you the same record in MySQL. So database is already created by the name YouTube, and under the YouTube there is a table employee. So let me open the same things, database YouTube, then tables, then employee. Okay, so I have two employees, Sachin and Sagar. Okay, so employee by name slash Sachin. So when I hit the request, I'm getting the same records, or instead of Sachin, if I type Sagar, I'm getting the same records. Okay, so what's the magic we have inside the here? So magic is I have to write down find by name. So once again, I'm repeating whatever the property name is there, exactly the same name you have to write it down. So if you write down something like find by EMP name, employee name, and save it, and same thing in employee service, find by EMP name, right? But here itself, I'm getting invalid derived query, no property employee name found. So here itself I'm getting compilation error. Okay, so now I'm moving to the Spring Docs. Okay, so how this conversion happens? Let me discuss one of the example. Right. So when I write down a customize query method, for example, here in Spring Docs, they have written the code like public interface user repository extends repository. So in our case, we have written extends JPA repository. Right. And in a docs, they have written as a repository. So repository is nothing but a base of a JPA repository. So another docs. This JPA repository which extends paging and sorting repository, which extends CRUD repository, which extends a repository. Right? So don't be confused with this repository. Okay, so return type list and then user is kind of a bin, then find by email address and last name. Okay, so now they have used two properties in this example. One is email address and another is last name, and this and is nothing but a keyword. So when you write down such kind of query methods, it automatically converts the queries. For example, in this case, select u from user u, where u dot email address equal to !1 and u dot last name equal to !2. Okay, so Spring Data JPA automatically converts this query. Okay, so whatever you have a customized query, for that you have to go through this table, keyword, sample, and JPSQL snippet, which is nothing but a query level language, right? Okay. So something like or, is, equals, and. So another example, say I want to find out the salary between 50,000 and 1 lakh, right? So I cannot use something like greater than and less than, right? Whatever the keywords are there, using the same format, you have to apply in a method. So for my customized requirement, I can use between, right? So here they have given the example find by start dates. So start date is nothing but a property and then between. So if you write down this one, so internally it converts the query where x dot start date between !1 and !2, right? So dynamically we have to pass these values 1 and 2 position. So in our case, so now if I want to write down the query that is find out the employee salary between this salary to like lower to higher, right? For that purpose, I can write down this query. Okay, so let me put another query. Okay, so for this, I already written a REST method employee by salary range, and then I'm passing as a path variable lower salary and higher salary. So let's move to the service layer, and then employee DAO dot find by salary between. Moving to the DAO layer. So once again, I'm repeating this find by and then salaries. So salary is nothing but a property in a employee. So salary, and then I'm using the keyword between lower and higher. So I already used DevTools, so no need to restart the server. Okay, so let me copy the URL employee by salary range. slash 50,000 and 1 lakh. Right, so I'm getting one record, Sachin, whose salary is 50,000, and in a table, let me open the table. So in a table, I have two records, 50,000 and another employee whose salary is 1,20,000. Yeah, so this query works now. Okay, but there is a problem with this approach, right? So although getting a query derived from the method name is quite convenient, one might face a situation which either the method name parser does not support the keyword which we want, or if I want to go for some different method name, right, I can't go with this approach, right? Or if a particular keyword does not support. So in that case, you have to go either JPA name queries or rather annotate your query with @query annotation. So here I will provide you the example on @query. Okay, so what I'm writing, the syntax @query, then from. Now this is not a table name, right? So this is whatever the class name and field names are there. So you have to work on that one. So it's a class name. So class name and table name may differ. So from employee where name equal to. Now I want to pass one parameter, right? So what is this EMP name? :EMP name. I'm using one more annotation with the method list employee get employee details by name @param employee name. So this is the parameter I want to pass it. So whatever the param name you specify, the same name you specify it here to pass this thing dynamically. So let's try this query now, @query and @param. Same query, what we have seen initially, find by name. So instead of that find by name, I'm writing my own query, get employee details by name. So let's move to the project and then get employee details by name. So let me change according to this method now. So in a controller, same like employee by name, and then the service layer. So instead of calling find by name, I'm calling a method which has a @query annotation. So employee dot get employee details by name. Yeah. So employee by name, and then I'm passing Sachin. So when I hit the query, I'm getting the records. So let's go for one more @query annotation example. So initially, I found the salary between lower range to higher salary with the help of find by salary between. Now the same query I want to convert it using query annotation. So lower salary and higher salary. So for this purpose, I require two parameters. So according to that, creating the method list employee get employee details by salary range @parameter. So two parameters I am passing, and same thing dynamically I am passing to the query :lower and :higher. So let me add this query now. So according to this, let me change in a service layer. So this time I'm using @query annotation method. Employee details by salary range. Save all. Okay, so let me remove these compilation errors first. Yeah, so I missed something. @query. This is the copy. Okay, so now let me test on a Postman. So employee. So let me go to the controller layer. Employee by salary range. Between 50,000 and 1 lakh. So between that, I have only one employee. So thus we covered two ways to write on the customized query. One is by property name and another is by query annotation. And then how to pass the parameters with the help of @param. Thank you for this session.